be the best player that I can become, and I would do anything to accomplish that.
Sports is a very emotional thing, and in our world, that emotion is what creates the magic.
5-time NBA champion, 18-time All-Star, 2-time gold medalist, Oscar winner, husband, father. Kobe Bryant's tragic death at age 41 felt around the world from his fans
Kobe, 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 Kobe,
to his friends.
Kobe, my thoughts are with you. Absolutely. Rest in peace, young man.
To his colleagues.
He brought joy to so many young kids that had the same admiration and same desire to do something unique.
Tributes pouring in from all corners of the world, his face on the front page of major newspapers. Kobe Bryant was not a perfect man, no one is, but he pursued his craft, his passion with a thirst for perfection, like few athletes the world has ever watched.
This man was probably the fiercest competitor the game has ever seen. He did not want to lose.
He's one of the iconic players that the NBA has ever seen. He was an explosive athlete that could dunk on anybody, yet at the same time, he was really read. He did his homework. He spoke a couple of languages. He was a basketball intellect.
This sudden loss leaving the city Kobe called home for decades in mourning.
The two landmarks in Los Angeles at the end of the 21st century were the Hollywood sign and Kobe Bryant. That's it.
Sunday morning on the shy side of sunrise, when witnesses say the LA fog was thick as milk, Kobe, his 13-year-old daughter Gianna, a few of her teammates, coaches, and parents were on their way to the girls' basketball game when their helicopter crashed. All 9, pilot included, dead, including John Altobelli, Carrie Altobelli, Alicia Altobelli, Sarah Chester, Peyton Chester, and coach Christina Mauser. My colleague TJ Holmes spoke today with Matt Mauser, Christina's husband.
She really took a lot of pride in being there for those girls, and she absolutely adored them. And I was so proud of her. I said, Christina, you're doing something that, you know, no other person in the world is doing. You're coaching basketball with Kobe. And I'm so proud of you. I hope I said I love you. I hope I said I love you. I just don't know.
We do know plenty about Kobe Bean Bryant. Kobe's father, Joe Jelly Bean Bryant, played 8 seasons for the NBA and 8 more in Italy, where he moved the family when Kobe was 5. When he returned home to Philadelphia, he became a high school hoop star, catching the attention of ESPN in this 1996 report.
On Fridays and Saturdays, I would go in my rec room with my basketball and basically dribble myself to sleep. And I think that was the best thing that could have ever happened to me, because during those lonely hours in the rec room, I discovered the hunger, the motivation, and the desire to be the best possible basketball player that I could be.
By his senior year, the kid had swagger, announcing or rather daring the world to listen. He was going pro.
Kobe Bryant, I've decided to take my talent to No, I have decided to skip college and take my talent to the NBA.
Critics doubted. His parents never did.
I don't have any doubt in my son. He gets 110% grades. I mean, his grades are good, and you see how he plays.
At age 17, Kobe Bryant became just the 5th high school basketball player to jump straight to the NBA.
Coming into the league, the pressure on Kobe Bryant was enormous. You've got this 17-year-old kid coming straight from high school to the pros. Was he going to play in college, or was he going to jump straight to the pros? A lot of people thought he wasn't ready. A lot of people thought he needed a couple years of seasoning, and he could easily get that in college.
Drafted by Charlotte in 1996 and quickly traded to the Los Angeles Lakers, he was still living at home with his parents, telling Barbara Walters his older Laker teammates ribbed him about that.
Anybody ever tease you for still living at home? Do your teammates ever tease you?
All the time.
What do they say?
All the time. So you're still living with your mama, you're a mama's boy, and you know, this, that, and the other. I'm saying, oh, that's cool, I don't care.
No time for girlfriends?
You know, no time, because I'm so busy running around, playing basketball.
You were a very good student in high school, and you could have gone on to college, and you decided not to. Why did you pass on college?
I just saw the NBA being such a challenge and such a thrill for myself, but at the same time, I could still play in the NBA, still get my education.
How do you get your education?
Summer school. It takes a while. It takes a while. It's a longer process, but if you can have the best of both worlds, why not?
If you look back at all of the great highlights of his career, he wasn't braggadocious, he didn't taunt, he didn't thump his chest, he didn't say anything while he was out there on the floor. And it just showed the level of discipline and maturity that he always carried himself with.
He purposely mimicked his boyhood idol, Michael Jordan, not just his style, even his speech.
Michael Jordan just seemed to have this otherworldly talent. Kobe had that too, but you could feel like you could reach out and touch it. That you might be able to be like him by watching him, by doing what he did. So on the court, you take that last second shot, you're trying to be like Kobe. You're yelling out, Kobe, trying to make it. That's what he meant to that generation and so many basketball fans out there.
Kobe told Barbara Walters Jordan encouraged him to stay aggressive.
Does staying aggressive mean playing aggressively, or does it mean don't get scared?
It means you don't want to be intimidated by what people are saying. You have to continue to go out there and do the things that got you to that point.
What do you say to critics who say you're too showbiz, too many tricks?
Thank you.
I'm glad you noticed me.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I mean, most of the time I really don't try to showboat.
Because you are so young and because you've done so well, because of the All-Star game, there are some people who are perhaps hoping you'll fail. You know that.
It only drives me to succeed even more.
So you can show them?
Not necessarily show them, but when people say things like that, it motivates me even more. And then at the end, if I prove them wrong, it's icing on the cake.
Do you ever worry if it's too much too soon?
Sometimes I do think about that. The biggest challenge for me is to stay focused on the game and to keep the game fun.
Come game time to his opponents, he had fun and focus like a snake, ready to strike. Bryant gave himself the nickname the Black Mamba, kill without provocation or apology.
Mamba mentality came out of that Black Mamba character. And what that meant, long story short, was this sort of like take no prisoners, killer mentality. This mentality of you can do anything you want to do. Nothing is impossible if you have that Mamba mentality. If you're willing to work harder than anybody else, if you're willing to put in more time, if you're willing to do the things to be great at your craft that no one else will do.
For three again, yes! Well, there's 70.
In 2006, his venom paralyzed the Toronto Raptors for a jaw-breaking 81 points.
Kobe pump fake for two. Kobe's got the Laker record.
And I remember watching it on TV, and the whole time, I just had one phrase going through my mind. This can't be happening. What is he doing? What is this? Again? Shot after shot, free throws. It's just every once in a while you see an athlete doing something that you will remember for the rest of your life. That 81-point game, that was the moment for me.
And an 81-point game.
It was the NBA version of a beatdown, and former player Jalen Rose took the brunt of it.
When one of the all-time great players have a historic game, there's really nothing you could do about it. And unfortunately, people on the other side have to be a witness up close and personal to their greatness. And we joked after the game, at least we kept them under 100 points. How about that?
Kobe Bryant became a global superstar not just because of his talent or his times. He, like few others, could literally talk to the world. Spanish, Italian, Chinese. It was also a career not short of scandal, and eventually, surprisingly, a softer side. When we come back, Kobe Bryant, even more fierce about his family than his profession.
And who is your hero? Who is your basketball hero?
My father. Hands down. When I grew up in Italy, he was the guy that I idolized.
And if you could be like your dad, you'd be very happy.
Oh, yeah. If I could follow his footsteps, I'd be more than happy.
A complicated man with demons to conquer and miles to go through the eyes of one who knew him well.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.